Am I recording everything today and posting these in the future? Yes. Hey everybody, I'm Yumi from Yumi the Book Demon, and these are my goals for 2021 and the check-in from goals last year, which I utterly failed, let's just be honest. As you all know, 2020 was a very strange year for all of us, and I don't feel bad about not hitting like any of them. That said, I'm really hoping that 2021 will be my year to do the booktube thing and make it good. Let's go over 2020's goals, see how badly I failed, and then we'll go from there. So we'll go for the reading goals first. First, I wanted to hit 65 books. I did not. I read 50-ish books at this point. I'm in the middle of my 51st book. I feel like there may have been 52. I feel like I missed one in my wrap up, but whatever. 50-ish books, and honestly, I'm kind of even surprised that I got that far because I went through a 6-month reading slump where I was barely getting a book a month, barely. And that was literally only because I had the book club to keep me going. It was a ride, but here we are. And of those, 65 books, I was supposed to read 10 indie books. I read 0 indie books. And I was also supposed to read 10 physical books. I ended up reading 7, I think actually maybe 8 physical books. And that's how well I did there. I don't even care that I didn't do all this. Again, I'll be trying to do better in the future, but hopefully it will not be nearly as terrible as this year. I also, the last thing that I was going to do was I was going to try to read all of my physical books. Yeah, no, that didn't happen at all because we left several months early. Yeah, didn't happen. About my writing goals. So I was supposed to finish Furs and Silks, or Silks and Furs, and that was supposed to be just like the base first draft. Did not finish it. I did NaNoWriMo, and I was doing really well with that. I got about 75% of the way through the book, and then I'm like, oh, this is going so terribly, and I needed to rewrite the thing. And this is not a bad thing. Like, I was trying to make things as far as like pacing and plot-wise happen, and by me shoving the timeline up and having to rewrite so that I could accommodate for the timeline actually makes much more sense. So very happy that I have to rewrite it, but unfortunately that means that I will not be finishing Furs and Silks in the next 9 days-ish. I failed, but I don't feel bad about this one in particular, and things may be happening with it in the future, so I feel like this is a win. Next one was I was supposed to fix Cha'an and Serum and send that out to beta readers. I sent it out to beta readers. The only person who ever got back to me on it was Cheyenne, who then became, she's crazy about my work, and that's okay. Again, 2020 has been a weird year. I'm not expecting anyone to get back to me about about my work, especially when people are having a hard time reading and making content anyway, and I really haven't been checking in on anyone. So that's that, but I also feel like maybe fixing that manuscript is not something that I need to focus on right now. The better career choices are for me to do other things. And the last goal that I had for this was to have fun writing, and that was a nebulous goal, but I feel like this is the thing that I did the most. As of today, I've written 1,251 pages of fun, and that calculates to roughly 362,860 words. And that's just what I wrote for Cheyenne because she asked for it and I did it. But I had a lot of fun writing, and I had a lot of practice, and like that whole thing of allowing myself to write really poorly and just have fun with it, and reminding myself that this is going to be my job. I want this to be my job, but also to realize that I like this. I feel like I accomplished that this year, and again, this was very much my comfort thing that I did. Some people read, 300 books this year. I wrote 3, essentially the equivalent of like 3 books. Yay. For my channel goals, I failed everything. I was supposed to post 1 to 2 videos a week. Definitely did not do that. I was supposed to do 1 review monthly. Yeah, definitely did not do that. I think I only posted 1 review at all this year, which was Docile. It was a good review, and I do want to do more of them, but they take a lot of work and they take a lot of effort to do, and I just did not have that capacity this year. And I was supposed to get 500 subs, and as of this recording, I am at 484. I almost did this, and I went on Twitter and was like, please get me 500 subs for Christmas. And this is the point at which rough looking editing Yumi takes over and saying, yes, this is the only thing that I hit of my channel goals, because yes, the call to action for Twitter actually worked, and I got 500 subscribers before Christmas, and you were all just goddamn wonderful. Thank you. And the channel has grown a little bit since then. As of today, the 14th, I have 509 subscribers, so y'all just keep coming. I don't know why, but you're here. So thanks, and yeah, so I hit one channel goal before the end. Very happy. So yeah, those were my goals for 2020. I failed pretty miserably. It's okay. I had a lot of fun writing, so there's that. For 2021, I feel like my goals are going to be very similar, because I want to be able to hit those goals. So I'm still going to hit 65 books with the option of bumping it up to 70 books. The reason why I'm saying the option is because I feel like if halfway through the year I've been doing really well, I want to be able to just up it to 70, add 5 more books. I feel like that's just a good thing to do. If I hit 65 really early, then I want to be able to bump it up to 70 and still feel like I didn't overreach my goal, but like I hit the sweet spot, if you will. I don't think that I'm going to set another indie books goal this year, mostly because like I feel like by giving myself a goal for the indie books, it's taking up a slot of another book that I really want to read / already own. So if it happens that I come across an indie book, then awesome, great, but I'm not going to go out of my way this year in particular to get an indie read under my belt. I'm also not going to do any sort of physical book goal this year because I feel like I just do a lot better with audiobooks. As much as I love having the physicals, you know, the ones that I do have, I feel like forcing myself to get an e-copy, especially when, you know, Scribd is essentially free. I use the Scribd quite a lot. That it's not fair of me that I shouldn't be contributing to essentially my weight. Books are heavy. And we travel a lot, so I don't feel like I should be getting more books. So I will just be going e-copies / my audiobooks that I do really well with anyway, so why am I hindering myself? My writing goals for this year, definitely finish First and Silks. I want that to be done, like the first draft of it to be done by February. I want to get that into sort of critique reads by March, and I want it to be ready for me to submit by like July. Hopefully it'll be a lot sooner than that, but I do want that to be done by July. I'm going to do 2 other writing goals for this. I want to get Halfway Mirror, which I haven't really talked about, but I want to get that one into sort of beta reads / critique reads, then have that ready for like immediate pickup if that works. And I also want to get at least half of Darkest Sun done this year or by the end of the year, because it's a big tonal shift, but it's something that I want to write, and I think that needs to take a little bit more time as far as like the writing style and pacing goes. So that's going to have to be a little bit on the back burner, but something that I want to continually be working on. Channel goals, I'm still gonna do 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm hoping to do more on the end of 2. That way I can do like 1 booktube, 1 author tube, and particularly when I do like writing vlogs and such, I want to keep doing that, especially because I'm doing Millwordy, so that'll be good. I don't know if I want to do a review monthly. I want to do at least a review quarterly, so at least 4 reviews, like the big in-depth ones. I also want to make really short content for the channel, because part of the reason why I don't or haven't been doing reviews or the talks like the Writing 100 series that I really wanted to do was because I feel like I want to sit down and script them those videos and make sure that I have all my research done, and I don't have the time and energy for it. So what do I do then? Do I just say the things that I want to say even though I don't have anything necessarily to back it up? Or do I just have, give you shower thoughts and be like, well, this is really interesting, and have nothing more to say about that? Because I have a lot of those. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do. You're gonna see a lot more just random content from me, shorter digestible content, hopefully, which is gonna be weird because I don't even know what to do with that. Who am I? I guess since I have almost 500 subs right now, I want to work about getting maybe let's say 800 by the end of the year. I think a 300 person growth would be reasonable. If I hit 1,000, that would be pretty cool, but I'm not gonna set that goal for me. I'll set 800. And that's all of my goals. And hopefully that will be a much better year. Excited for 2021 and all that it will bring. I'm ready to turn this corner and be done with 2020. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below if you have not already, for content that will be hopefully better than this. Good luck for all of your reading, writing, channel goals, everything. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.
She said it will never go away. I know there is nothing left to say. Can we try to hold on just for now, even if we don't know how to show them what we're all about?